There's this term that says anti return soldier. They say anti return soldier. And I would rather call them divorcees if they were wedded. If they were not, singles, if I can just say. If it's a woman, a single mom, yeah, or just a single lady. But today I'm going to be talking about basically the this is specific, it's for a specific group of people, the single ladies or divorcees whom were blessed with kids in their failed relationships or failed marriages, and then they became single mothers, or um why really, where did this term come from, return soldiers? The soldier part, is it the fighting that they are fighting after they've returned home, or it's the fight that they fought when they were still married, or when they were still together with the person that they were with? I don't know. And I don't know where you get these terms and names anyway. Yeah. Welcome again, yet to another episode on Lace Corner on Voice Amplified Network. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Please grab a snack and stay with your girl Ayale Shumi Majka as we dip into today's topic, where we're going to be talking about single mothers, or should I say divorcees? Yeah, something like that. So, what I've realized is, going back home after a marriage or a failed marriage or a failed relationship, because these days people are staying in kwavanoti kuchaya mapotokoya, and you find that people who stay in for as long as 9 years or so, munozongodzoka, and then they don't want to call it a marriage because kune kusina mari yakaita sei yakabviswa, but literally this person has lived a life yekunge munhu atori chii ari married. Mumwe anenge atorarama longa, anenge atogarako longa than vatoriko vakabvisirwa. The setup yaigara ingori yemarriage anyway. So yeah, we are going to be talking about this. What I've noticed now and realized is kudzokera kumba after a failed relationship or a failed marriage kwakafanana nekushanya. Wakashanya, you must not stay for long. You mustn't stay for very long. Because kazhinji kacho, what happens is this now. Pamwe pacho, sure, there's a situation. Maybe it's your guardian atokudzoti dzoka unofa, munhu anokuuraya uyu uchida kungoshingirira imba ukanofirako. And another time it's you kutoona kuti this is not working, and asikuda say hazvisi kutoita, we're not going anyway, this thing is literally not working, and you go back home. Pamwe pacho kutomitiswa chaiko, baba vemwana vozongokuudza kuti ndichazongochengeta mwana wangu. Those things happen, especially in this world yatakurarama mazuva ano. Kunoitwa ma one night stands, kunoitwa iwo aya male based, kunoitwa the whole side chick thing, and and then vamwe vanoto anonzi chii, vamwe they do this yekutanzi there's a sneaky link, and then vamwe vacho friends with benefits, and then at the end of the day you get pregnant. Munokudza kuti but wangu, you really know kuti isusu tandisingaiti sei, we're not serious kutodaro tatingadhipise. So I don't know kuti how did you end up wa pregnant. I don't know kuti zvazosvika pakudai or sei. And so I'm going to just keep my child. I'll help you take care of the child. Vamwe ndo vakatoshata, vakatobvisirwa vakadii, but akaenda zvakanoramba munhu akadzoka kumba. And then you went back home, vanhu vese tozvoona kuti zveshuwa vakaedza, but zvakadii zvakaramba. and maybe the father denies to take care of the children, achidafixa iwe kuti iwewo you still go back there urambe uchicontinue in that toxicity, and so now you get to an environment where people will accept you and they'll sympathize with you, uchangosvika handiti, and then it seems as if there's something that people will be expecting from you in return, since uri at an unfortunate place or unfortunate position, a behavioral pattern that you must portray or must have inoita kuti ivo vafile kuti iwewe wakadzoka and you are very sorry kuti wakadzoka, irregardless kuti who contributed in your coming back or what really transpired in your coming back. And vamwe vacho they suffer from things like kunzi vasikana you have to look for something to do, pamwe unoruka musoro, pamwe ndozvaunogona zvekuruka musoro, unoruka musoro, but you are not going to be getting clients every day, and then you lack something, pamwe waleka sipo yekuwachisa, pamwe waleka something, pamper something, and then you reach out for help. Now you're being told a whole lot of stuff. You're being told a whole lot of things. Pamwe pacho vamwe vanotosvika pakudzokera pakuti takambokuudza kuti usadana nemunhu wako takambokuudza kuti irombe iri harite, takambokuudza kuti zvakati, and then now you are now in a setup where it's painful. And I don't understand why these women are treated this way. Is it that we think really kuti havasi kuziva the depth of what they've done or what is happening in their lives? Is it that havasi kutoziva, they are not aware kuti ndine situation yakadai? Can we really force them to behave a certain way just that we feel comfortable kuti I don't think let's say achadzokorodza futi chinhu chakadaro with the way that I've treated them? Are we the ones really vanoisa conviction muvanhu kuti munhu achinji? Mistreating them or making life hard for them, does it really make them change? I don't know. You guys know better. But from what I've gathered and what I've seen, these people, they know exactly what is happening. They know exactly what is going on in their lives. And one thing that the society does not get is this. These women are coming back broken, confused, with a low self-esteem. Confidence is damaged. They're battling with their own minds, with their own self, with their own self-worth. So the least that we can do is give them support. Remind them who they are. Remind them who they were, who they wanted to be. There is power in building a fighter out of love than building a fighter out of negativity. In talking from my own personal experience, if there's anything that my family has done or have showed me, is the fact that you can always come back home. You are loved at home, you are safe at home, you are protected at home. No matter what the circumstance is, no matter what is happening. And when you go back there, they start reminding you who you are, who you were, who you wanted to be. Your family treats you like munhu mutsva, mwana wavo munyowani uya yakaroorwa pekutanga. You are still that person. They are building you back. And I've seen results of what love can do. I've seen results of what this can do. So, as a society, why don't we try to treat these people differently. I don't really know if the term vana kutuka munhu kana kuti hakusi, but on all the platforms where I've seen this name being mentioned, it's like kutuka, and this term is put on them. Vana vanenge vatopfekedzwa term iyoyo, vamwe vobva vapiwa mbiri yekunzi aane mbizi game park, she has ane mitupo 25, ane mitupo 7, ane mitupo 3, ane mitupo 4 pamba. She has kids, different fathers. And on that note, I ask, do women really have kids for men? I don't know. Vana vanoitwa nemukadzi. Vanopiwa surname yababa. But have you ever asked yourself as a society kuti vana ndevani? DNA and everything is the father. But have you seen kuti when a man and a woman breaks up, vana vanoenda nani? Vana vanogara nani? Vana ndevani? Do women really give birth for men? Or we give birth for ourselves? For family? For us? Not really kuti hanzi ndikuda kumuitira mwana. I don't know if there are women who do that. I don't know. But at the end of the day, as a society, we are putting these people in a position or a place where they are looked upon as if they are less of themselves, as if something about them, chakwachurwa, they are no longer who they are supposed to be. No. Let's treat them better. A fighter who's built out of love has a bigger impact than a fighter who has been built out of rage and pain and negativity. We keep on creating a society that is toxic. And let's try by all means as a society. You might have a sister, you might have an aunt, you might have a cousin, you might have a friend, a neighbor who is in these situations. Can we just hold their hand, build them, comfort them, support them in every way possible? And I'm not saying, especially kuti zvazonzi mwana amitiswa or something like that, I'm not saying kuti kana wasupportwa you have to go back there and repeat the same thing. No, I'm not saying that. Get me right. When someone comes in are broken, and if I lived in a society where pane vanhu vaitomitiswa, obviously there were people vaimitiswa even kuchikoro, vaitomitiswa at form 3 or form 4, and their parents vakati ngabva aenda handidi kumuona pano, and then there are parents who said mwana wangu anodzokera kuchikoro. My child must go back to school no matter what has happened to them. Pakatobuda two results akasiyana ipapo at the end of the day. So yeah, let's look out for each other, let's look out for one another, and let's spread the love. Let's make this world a better place. Let's make this world a better world. Signing out, your girl ILA. We'll chat again on our next episode on Lace Corner on Voice Amplified Network. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment. Around 2000, there was a phase that things began to change. But I think slightly before then, there was a time where women, or basically I would say women, but I don't want to sound like I'm team women alone. Even with men, there's a time where they would go through stuff and then they're not able to talk about it. They're not able to let it out. especially the scenario of abuse, rape. And at some point, submission was taken. It was mistaken for the wrong thing. At some point, submission seemed like it was slavery. And yet, that wasn't really the case. And then around 2000, for me, like the time that we really started hearing about this awareness about rape, about abuse,